All right, let's get right into it. A new chapter for Boruto is here, Two-Blue-Vortex, and wow, it's kicked things off by turning the entire shinobi world on its head. I mean, the hero we've been following. He's a fugitive now, and his world? It's been completely warped by this massive lie. A lie so big almost nobody can see what's real anymore. So, fast forward 3 years. This is the Boruto we see now. He's older, you can tell he's seen some things, and he's definitely carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. But here's the crazy part. To his own village, the Hidden Leaf, the very people he wants to protect, he's not just some stranger. He is public enemy number 1.
So you're probably wondering, how on earth did we get to this point? To really wrap our heads around Boruto's insane new reality, we first have to talk about the power that was used to literally rewrite his entire life.
The story kicks off with Sarada Uchiha, and she is desperately trying to talk some sense into the new Hokage Shikamaru. See, she knows the truth. She knows Boruto is innocent, but it's like talking to a brick wall. For the village leadership, this isn't some misunderstanding. Nope, it's a cold, hard fact. They are 100% convinced Boruto is a traitor.
And yeah, no matter what she says, the official story is locked in. The entire world, you guys, believes that Boruto Uzumaki killed his own dad, the 7th Hokage, Naruto. I mean, think about that. It's an accusation so insane, it has completely reshaped the foundation of their entire world. Okay, and this is where it gets genuinely terrifying. This isn't just a rumor, you know? It's not some piece of propaganda. Everyone's memories have been literally rewritten. In their minds, Kawaki has always been Naruto's son, and Boruto, he's always been this dangerous outsider. The reality we, the audience, know? Poof! It's gone. But here's the thing. Naruto isn't actually dead. He and Hinata were sealed away in another dimension by Kawaki. So Kawaki's ultimate betrayal is a total secret, and now he's just living the life he stole from Boruto. Unbelievable. Which brings us to the biggest question of all, right? How is something like this even possible? I mean, a lie on a planetary scale. How do you make every single person forget the Hokage's actual son and just accept this? Imposter. Well, the answer is a power that is just as bonkers as it sounds. It's called omnipotence. It's this godlike, reality-bending ability used by Ida. And what it did was grant Kawaki's deepest, most twisted wish to switch lives with Boruto. Omnipotence just took that wish and made it reality, rewriting everyone's memories in the process. Now, you'd think a power that absolute would be foolproof, right? Well, not exactly. Turns out, not everyone's mind got wiped. There's a small but super important resistance still out there.
So who's immune? Sarada Uchiha and Sumire Kikei. For some reason, they were completely unaffected. They remember everything. They know who Boruto really is. They're basically these two little islands of truth floating in a worldwide ocean of lies.
But that just makes the mystery even deeper, doesn't it? Why them? Even Ida, the person who has the power, is totally stumped. She's like, hey, neither of them are Otsutsuki, so this makes no sense. They should have been affected like everybody else. The only clue we get actually comes from Ada. She kind of throws out a theory that maybe their immunity is a weird side effect of her other power, you know, the one that makes everyone fall for her. It's just a guess, but right now it's all they've got to go on. And you know what? They're not completely alone in this. Boruto's own sister, Himawari, even though her memory's been messed with, she feels something is off. It's this deep, gut feeling. She can't explain why, but the idea of her brother, Boruto, killing their dad, it just feels wrong to her.
So, while you've got this crazy psychological drama playing out, a very real, very physical threat just smashes its way into the village. And this is where things really start to escalate. All of a sudden, these monstrous things start crawling out of the ground. These are the Claw Grime, and they're basically the foot soldiers for our villain, Code, who has a serious grudge against Boruto. And the scary part? They can teleport through these claw marks he leaves everywhere. But this isn't just random destruction. Code is using all this chaos as a smokescreen. He gets right up in Sarada's face, and it becomes crystal clear that this whole invasion has a very, very specific goal.
And this is where Code lays all his cards on the table. He's not here to destroy the village. No, this whole thing, it's about using Sarada as bait. His whole plan is to scare her, hoping her screams will bring out the one guy he really wants to fight, Boruto. So Code wanted Boruto's attention? Well, let's just say he got it. Just like that.
In a flash, Boruto is there. And he doesn't just block an attack, he lands with his foot planted squarely on Code's face. The threat to Sarda is just over. Instantly. What an entrance.
And right away you can see it. The way he carries himself, his confidence, his power. It's obvious. Those 3 years he spent in exiled training with Sasuke, they changed him. This is not the same kid who had to run for his life.
And you gotta love the irony, right? The kid they branded a traitor, the outcast they've been hunting, he's the one who shows up as their protector. He's calm, he's in control, and he's saving the very people who see him as a monster.
But that moment doesn't last long, because then Kawaki shows up. The guy who stole his life, his family, everything. He's right there. And the look in his face, oh yeah, this is the showdown he's been waiting 3 years for.
And that's where the chapter leaves us. The stage is totally set. You have these two blue vortexes of fate, Boruto and Kawaki, finally face to face. One guy wants to protect the world by getting rid of his brother. The other wants to save everyone without compromise. The main conflict of this whole new story is about to explode, and you have to wonder who's going to come out on top.